My name is Yannick and I'm a boat builder from Germany. And this is a Keel. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode. And this is an exciting one because it's finally happening that I can take off the fiberglass. After almost 2 years of waiting, because I just had other stuff to do and the boat needed to be as a whole for transporting and whatever reasons, now I can finally start ripping her apart. And some of the viewers and some ex-colleagues had the idea, why don't I just cut the boat in the middle, in the front and back, and then take 2 pieces off as a whole, and then laminate them back together, and I would basically have 2 boats, one made of fiberglass and one made of wood. And I really like the idea, and I would love to try it. It would be an interesting challenge. However, I don't know where to store the 2 pieces. And I can't afford more storage space at the moment, so my only option is to cut it off into little pieces and then dispose of it. The disposing of it will be expensive as well, but not as expensive as storing the 2 big pieces. I will stick with only having a wooden boat. Well, without further ado, let's get into it. My weapon of choice to tackle this job is a plunge saw with a multi-blade on it, and also a multi-master with a multi-blade on it as well. Hey, quick pause. I wanted to talk honestly with you for a moment. This project is meaning a lot to me, and I would really love to keep going and produce a lot more videos. At least 1 video every month would be great. But at the moment, I don't know how I should keep going or how long I can actually keep this project. Because I'm going to a little bit of a financial troubles between time, equipment, and just basic living costs. Everything got a little bit hard lately. It would break my heart to lose this project, and I don't love asking for help, but here I go. A couple of videos ago, I opened up a GoFundMe page for those who want to contribute to the project directly, and also a Patreon page for those who want to keep supporting the project long term. Just sharing, liking, and just visiting this website would help more than you know. Both are linked down below. I truly appreciate everyone who's watching. Thanks for listening. Now let's get back into removing some fiberglass. I'm done with the first meters of removing the fiberglass. And yeah, it's going off quite easily. Of course, there are a few spots where it's actually sticking. Oh, here. But of course, there are a few spots where I cut in a little bit too deep. But overall, I'm really surprised how well the wood actually still looks. I kind of expected it to be a lot more rotten, especially down here below. This oak is not rotten, it's just blacked from moisture, but it's not actually rotten. Also, there's this iron keel. Iron and oak are sworn enemies, so this is probably something. I expect the bolts from the iron keel to be completely rotten as well. So, or at least I hope they are rotten, so that if I remove the keel, it just falls off. So I don't need to punch the bolts out or cut them or anything like that. This plank here looks a little bit rotten. And whatever this is, so here's the thing that just happened. I sadly didn't have my camera on, but I was cutting here and suddenly a whole surge of water was plunging out of the hull. Looks like there was water trapped still in there behind the fiberglass for a long time. And oh boy, does it smell awful. don't know if you can see it, but it looks like these are the original waterline marks. This is huge, finding those, but this would make my life a lot easier later on to level the boat out and get it completely into waterline. Even here on the bow is a little bit a waterline mark. Nice. And here we have the ballast keel, which is made of cast iron instead of lead. The boat was built shortly before the war, and I guess lead was already used for bullets and whatnot. So we choose to make a cast iron keel instead of one of lead. But there is a little bit of lead on it. It looks like it's built in two parts, and the upper part is actually made. This is lead, right here. And I'm really surprised how well the cast iron looks. It looks like that before by Fiberglass were built in the 80s, where I took the keel off and maybe sandblasted it. There's only a bit of corrosion in the front, and then of course the back. And I don't know what to do. I kind of thought that the lower planks would be a lot more rotten, to be honest. Because in this area there was a lot of water sitting there for how many years, I don't know. This looks like it's a little bit of rot here. So I will definitely renew the lower planks, like these 3 strakes. But maybe I can reuse some of the old stuff. On the bottom of the boat, the fiberglass came off real easily. Even the stuff I did myself a couple of years ago to get the boat over on the other side of the Elbe River. The higher you get, the harder it gets to get stuff off the boat. You can see there's still a little bit of ripped out fiberglass on there. Oh, I can't wait to replank this boat. Getting off the fiberglass will really be the worst job this project will see. Well, that's going to be it for this video. I truly appreciate everyone who's been watching. Make sure to leave a comment. The next video will be a little bit of a Q&A video. So make sure to ask your questions in the comments, and I will try to answer them in the next video. Also like, subscribe if you so desire. And the holiday season is just around the corner, so Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, or whatever you are celebrating. I hope you have a few relaxing days with your family, and I will see you next time.